seed. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll find out as we start near the start. So not quite at start, but it's very close.
Yeah, almost right on the money. Just a little northwest.
Yep, you are absolutely correct. One screen north, one screen west of vanilla start. And we have Lionels in the overworld, so we are not going to see them in dungeons. That's right, that is another feature, is that the enemies could be shuffled, and our medium secret, pretty good. 36 rupees. The mean is 32.5. It's anywhere between 25 and 40, so good start in the money department here as imasock. Well, if you're going to find door repair penalties, find both of them early. We're going to find out, hey, it's the minimum, so that's a little bit something.
Yuck, imasock taking his first death.
Yep, and Panzer going to retry. He knows where those 2 door repair penalties are. There's 9 of them scattered throughout Hyrule, so he's going to get the medium secret back and the candle back, his 36 rupees. imasock going to get his first 36 rupees behind vanilla start.
Yeah, I really like this starting screen. Over by the Dead Woods, kind of over by Candle Row, and not too far away from the forest. There's plenty of opportunities to use that candle right away.
And we find our first bonus cave on PanzerDave's side. imasock's going to be right behind him here. He does the screen scroll cleanly. He'll get his heart container will PanzerDave, so he's up to 4 hearts. Let's see what imasock decides to take in his take any caves. I would imagine he will probably take the same thing. We're getting our runners in sync, so bear with us for just a moment as we find our first level of the game. It's level 8 for PanzerDave. Sock will take his heart container, so both of our runners now have 4 hearts.
Yeah, let's see if PanzerDave can get through this level 8. Just a couple of gels in here so far. But there's 2 items in addition to that heart container. So worth digging out.
Absolutely. So we'll see if these runners are able to get it early on. And there's a free heart container on the ground, so that'll put PanzerDave up to 5. imasock, I would imagine, will find it in that same bottom row, so he would get to 5 hearts as well. Now, with just a candle, exploration is going to be tough, and with no bombs, a ditto. It's all going to depend on what kind of enemies we see, and ooh, we see a wall masters here. So if you want to get into those shutter door rooms, you're going to have to clear all of the wall masters. Each one has 2 hits, so it's going to be a little bit of a grind in order to unlock those shutter doors.
No, but where there's a will, there's a way. And it looks like PanzerDave is on the way.
Yep, imasock looks like he's going to try to clear this room of 2 gels. He gets the double, but unfortunately it does not have a drop, so imasock will just have to keep on going. PanzerDave continuing to take care of that Wallmaster room, but there's still some Wallmasters left. You have to clear all of the Wallmasters, which is anywhere between, I believe, 5 and 8 of them. And imasock says no more to level 8 as he picks up his heart container, so he's not going to mess with the room with the Wallmasters. Ooh, and PanzerDave finding the compass here in level 8, so he knows exactly where the Triforce is. Ooh, and he finds a 4-pack of bombs. PanzerDave decision time. He's going to keep exploring? No. So he's going to be 4 bombs to the good as opposed to imasock. He's going to check this Armo statue. Oh, that is just a nasty enemy set there, August.
Yeah, tough luck for imasock, but I think PanzerDave sticking it out for that bomb pack is worth it. You never know when you're going to get your first pack of bombs.
Now, this is a very nasty screen. Those Lionel beams do 2 hearts of damage. Now, imasock, fortunately for imasock, unfortunately, it looks like he's going back. I was going to say, fortunately for imasock, he missed out on a door repair penalty, but unfortunately, he's going right back for it, so he's going to lose 15 rupees as PanzerDave just did.
He doesn't want to leave any loose ends here on the overworld. And so, hey, look at this. PanzerDave stumbling into level 1.
That's a nice level.
Yeah, much better to dig out than level 8. Also has 2 items, one being on the floor, but that bunny room is not going to be nice. Oh, more bunnies.
Oh, man.
Level 1.
Yeah, the only way you can take down bunnies is with the wand or a bow and arrow, so this might be tough to do exploration. More bunnies, and in 1 key, does PanzerDave feel like playing the game of 3-door Monty? No, and I don't blame him one bit. He's going to save his game, and he's either going to try all the doors and retry each time, or he's just simply going to come back later. No, he's gonna do it. He's gonna go for the perseverance here. He is gonna play the trial and error game.
Yeah, not too much trial and error. He does know the layout of level 1. We got vanilla shapes here. And it being so close to start, I gotta say I can't blame him.
Hey, we got a discount on bombs, a 20% discount. So 16 for a 4-pack of bombs, that's not too shabby. Speaking of not too shabby, look at the price of the wooden arrows, 61 rupees. But on the other side of the spectrum, look at the price of the cheap meat, 78 rupees. So those two kind of wash each other out.
Well, given the bunnies we've seen so far, I'll definitely take those discounted arrows.
Well, you better believe the normal price is 80 rupees, so we're getting almost a 25% discount. So if these runners find the bow, I would imagine the runners will make a play to purchase the wood arrows, unless, of course, they find the silver arrows first. imasock finding a money-making game, but with only a nickel to his name, he cannot play. It costs a dime.
Ooh, and PanzerDave finding the raft on the floor in level 1.
We'll see if that raft is required.
Yeah, that might be an item he'll choose to come back for.
Yeah, that's the tougher of the two items to find, of course, is the floor drop. The item can be ripe for the taking, but more often than not, you have to full clear the room in order to pick up your item. And PanzerDave getting another key. Is he going to use it on this door? He is. So now he's looking for the staircase, which he just found right here. You talk about it, and the situation presents itself. So he's now going to do... Nice clip there. Let's see what his prize is going to be. All hail!
All hail indeed. Lord Banana has been found and rescued.
Yep, and I guess that's kind of a half Fred, because there normally is a wooden boomerang in level 1, but that's normally the floor drop item, so I give it a half Fred.
Ed?
Or Fr. One or the other, you take your pick. imasock heading for the graveyard here, and that's going to be another door repair penalty. We've already seen 4 of the 9 door repair penalties here, so unless this is a poverty seed, I think these runners will have no trouble making the purchases they want to make. We find another medium seeker for PanzerDave. That's 3 already on the board. He's up to 89 rupees. There's a candle shop for 66, a 10% markup. Nothing doing there for imasock.
Looks like PanzerDave is making his way to Candle Row.
Yep, but look at the sprites that PanzerDave has. There's a little bit of an adjustment on there, a little bit of a mod, a little bit of a touch-up there. What do those trees look like to you?
Those look like the evergreen tree.
Another
Christmas
medium
tree.
secret.
Yep.
imasock finding yet another door repair penalty, but he found it at 0, and he was looking for the Armo statue item, but the Armo statue item is going to be on the east side of Hyrule as we find a staircase. PanzerDave going to raft to Vanilla level 4's location. He's going to find it's a hint shop. Wow.
Ooh, Gleok with the silver arrows in level 4.
That is correct, and that is a big hint there for PanzerDave. Now for 46 rupees, Dig Dogger gazes with the recorder. Wait just a minute. Dig Dogger gazing with the recorder. You know what to do, chat.
And it looked like imasock was just on the other hint screen there in the graveyard, just south of Death Mountain.
Now, PanzerDave already purchased all of the hints there, so we now know that the recorder is in level 5, the Olive Garden breadstick. And that is the stupidest hint I have ever seen. It's a raft block to get to the hints, and the old man tells you about the raft being in level 1.
Yeah.
What is going on, game? As imasock finds level 3. And he finds a ladder block.
Ladder block right away.
And he's going to have to come back later, as there's no other way to progress here in level 3, and PanzerDave going to lose the rest of his money. That's another door per penalty. That's 6 we have found already, August.
3 to go. Looking pretty good.
Speaking of pretty good things, PanzerDave finding another Take Any Cave. He'll pick up this heart container, put him at 7. He's guaranteed to pick up the bombs plus in the white sword location if he can find it. imasock has 1 bomb. He's got to place it well, because if he doesn't, he won't be able to look at vanilla level 9. But he does place it properly, and he finds... That's an expensive heart. A shame there. 30 rupees for a heart? No thanks.
We got PanzerDave checking out vanilla level 1, and it is level 4. He knows the silvers are in here, so he's gonna stick around if he can.
What a great find there for PanzerDave. So that's going to save him if he can get there, but he may be key blocked. How many keys does he have? He has no keys. He cannot he cannot progress any further into level 4 at this time because level 4 is a linear dungeon, as small as it is. The item will be behind a staircase, but unfortunately with no keys, PanzerDave will have to come back later.
Yeah, and no enemies within that room. He cannot Kananiki.
And PanzerDave finding all the levels here. Now we have found level 5 next door of where level 4 is. The Dongo dwells on Death Mountain. That's a big hint there, so we now know the general vicinity of where level 2 is.
Yep, half knocked down with imasock checking out Eastern Death Mountain already.
And PanzerDave, I kind of suspected that was going to be the transport staircase. Whenever you see a early staircase in a dungeon that has a transport staircase, 19 times out of 20, it's going to be the transport, not the item. Look where it takes him. What a troll staircase. GG game. Ooh, maybe we have a potential ladder block. As imasock, unfortunately, taking a death there. He'll have to go back to the start, try it again, and we find a mall dorm here and another ladder block. Now, because it's all a Triforce pieces, the ladder becomes king again. When we had the Pentaforce tournament, ladder was required a lot less often than it normally is, but when you're needing to get all a Triforce pieces, you go back to that about 99% chance that you're going to have to get that ladder to complete a seed.
Yep, always a rare circumstance, but when it is, it's a little exciting to watch, to see if the racers end up picking it up or not.
Especially when you get to level 9, you still don't have the ladder, and everybody is on pins and needles to see if Zelda ends up being ladder blocked, or even Ganon for that matter. As we find, hello!
Ooh.
This is definitely a big money seed, ladies and gentlemen. We have found the large secret for imasock, and it's a whopping 133 rupees. So for the second straight seed, I totally approve it. Big money.
Here we go with the Take Any Caves, one there in the woods, second to the Forgotten Spot. And with that large secret in hand, imasock is headed straight for that other hint shop that he found earlier.
That's right, so we're going to find out the other 3 hints that PanzerDave has not scuttled upon yet, and it's very cheap at 58 rupees total. First one, Goma Creeps with the magic key. That's a great hint, so we know the any key is in level 6. 11 rupees says, no feat of strength will save the princess. That means power bracelet not required to beat this seed. No level behind the 4 power bracelet spots. For 32, sail not to save the princess, so PanzerDave's raft out of level 1, not required to beat this seed.
But very useful as it leads him to that hint for those silver arrows.
Yeah, absolutely. The raft will lead to a hint shop. That is a point, but it is not required to beat the seed. PanzerDave, the first to find level 9, and it is 1 screen east of the Forgotten Spot.
Yep, they almost had a high five.
They almost did, but imasock choosing to up an A, and he's looking for the Armo statue item, but that's the staircase, which is a take any.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, look at where... Oh, man. Look at where that takes you. Oh, my gosh. I didn't see what...
to see him walk in there.
One of you does take to the Forgotten Spot, and I think imasock just found something. Staircase.
Nope. But he has narrowed down the Artemis item to the Lost Hill.
Yep, Lost Hill spot is where it's going to be. And we have level 6, and he knows that the magical key is here, so he's going to give it a shot, I would imagine.
We got more bunnies, though.
And yeah, 3 of the take-any's are clustered together in the forest here. They get a D-. These are some pretty bad any roads.
It's like Dave, oh, getting a bop right before he can get into level 6.
Yep, that's a tough break there, so back to start he goes. So I'm a second. We have another bunny set. He's trying to find the staircase again with level 6. There's 3 staircase rooms. 2 of them are the transport connections, and 1 will have his magical key.
imasock would have be doing a little better here in level 6 if he'd grabbed that boomerang.
Of course, he hasn't.
He's gonna have to come
yeah, that's
in and
right.
have to get rid of these keys.
Yep, it's the only way, August. He has not discovered level 1 as of yet. That's where he'll get his wooden boomerang. It was a pretty easy trek for PanzerDave. Didn't get the Triforce, but he got the 2 items that were there. So he'll clean that up a little bit later when he's probably a little more equipped. He's going to find that large secret right now, put him up to 143 rupees. So PanzerDave delighted to discover that money is not going to be a problem here in this seed. Hey, I'm a sock.
It looks like he's jumping out of level 6. Gonna look for this armless item. Hopefully it helps him out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's quite prepared. Now, here's one of the bombs plus, and it is the white sword one, so PanzerDave will get a bomb upgrade. He's now got 10 bombs max.
Always nice to have bombs coming out your wallet.
Well, look at this. Our Armo statue item is the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. It is the wand, as PanzerDave finds 33 rooms of pure torture in level 7.
So that's a big find, and imasock is headed straight back to level 6. Gonna look for that any key.
So right now, we know 2/3 of the puzzle, August. We just need to find the bow, and these runners are going to be all set again. imasock doesn't know about the silver arrows being in level 4, but if we know where all 3 of those items are this early on, this has the potential of being a jet seed.
Yep. Only things that could stop us would be Gomas or Dig Doggers guarding some Triforces.
Correct, because the Dig Dogger could guard one of our Triforces, could guard the bow. imasock going to check the casino here, and he's going to find some money. The second of large secrets, and what a time to find it. He was at 115, so that's going to put him up to 248 rupees, almost enough to buy the blue ring, and he finds a Takeny cave as well, putting him up to 7 hearts.
PanzerDave making great use of Lord Banana here, stunning that the Pancake and the Stalfos. Trying to get that Gibdo over. Not playing nice. There we go.
He's going to use a couple of bombs to take him down here, but he's got to stun him quickly because of that recoil there, and what a great kill there. So just needs to figure out a way to take down the Pole's voice. Of course, he can't do it without a wand or a bow and arrow. So he's hoping he's going to lock the room in place. He's hoping that bunny doesn't come back, because if it does, rip. Oh, PanzerDave getting very unfortunate. The bunnies are the dominant animal in that room, so PanzerDave will not be able to clear it out. Tough break. Well, speaking of tough breaks, shuttered into a ladder-blocked room, so he's going to have to up an A. And he's going to be done with level 7 for now.
Yep, don't blame him, but it will root him over towards that wand. And look at this, imasock picking up the wooden arrows with that wallet full of money.
I definitely don't disagree with that play. imasock going to purchase the wood arrows there for a cheap 61 rupees. And the silver arrows are in level 4. Doesn't know about the hint, but who knows? It may be a while until imasock stumbles upon that information. What he is going to stumble upon is a medium secret behind level 5's location, back up to 229 rupees. So Death Mountain is the location of the other bomb upgrade, the one where you need 10 to 14 hearts. We'll see if either of the runners will be able to get that, but just given how out of the way it is, I highly doubt it.
Yeah, we'll have to go back eventually to find out where level 2 is hiding. But probably won't be seeing that upgrade.
Yeah. Chat giving it to me because I accidentally said I'm a stock. imasock finds some money here, and he's going to let it go. And he probably won't come back for it, but I don't blame him for not picking it up, because for all we know, it could be the 3rd and final large.
Yeah, even if it was a medium, it wouldn't be doing them too much good.
It wouldn't be doing them too much harm either. It's if it's the large secret, then you're really kicking yourself when you pick up something when you were sitting on 236 rupees. So, yeah, if I was in imasock's spot, I'd do the same thing. I let it go.
PanzerDave doing some bomb excavating here in level 6. Picked up the wand a few minutes ago. imasock is in level 5.
Yeah, the wand is going to help PanzerDave take down these Pole's voices here, and he'll have a much better chance of exploration. Now, again, the magical key is the item here in level 6. imasock in level 5. We know that the recorder is here. Will he take the transport? Well, he's going to take it, and he is probably not going to be too happy with the game when he finds out where it takes him. One screen to the east. He's going to be equally unhappy to find out that this room is ladder blocked, as PanzerDave's going to continue to troll around with the bunnies here, but ooh, he gets bopped there. You can't be petting the bunnies there, PanzerDave. You're going to lose 2 hearts every time you do so. Both the Gibdos and the Pole's voices, they do 2 hearts of damage. You got to be careful with those.
Oh, imasock. Ladder block from that bomb pack.
He's trying to do the clip here to try and get there, but he's out of time. Because I will say this much, August. There was a seed last week that technically required the ladder if you didn't know how to do the clip. Because the Triforce was in that exact same river room. But if you knew how to do the swordless clip into the river, you could grab the Triforce without the ladder. So, in essence, it turned out to be a ladderless seed because that was the only spot where the ladder was required if you didn't know how to do that trick.
Well, that sounds like a fun one.
Well, it really was, as imasock is going to find some bombs now in this room, the minus room, because the middle has that minus look to it. And we find some Vires here in the NSU room. PanzerDave back in level 6, back in this bunny room.
Yeah, I think these bunnies are taking 5, maybe 6 hit.
Well, they have 10 HP, so they would take 5. The HP not shuffled in the early rounds here. Drop room here where these spikes are. Ooh, he finds the compass, and now he knows where the Triforce is, and look where it is, all the way in the bottom.
Yep, and over 20 minutes in, and 0 Triforces on the board. He's got to be thinking he might be a little behind.
Absolutely. With somebody like imasock, and imasock probably thinking the same thing, that he's trailing behind PanzerDave, but we know this is a pretty close race early goings.
Yep, my guess, though, is that at a certain point, we're just going to be knocking down those Triforces left and right.
I just say, just simply by a knowledge standpoint, as imasock now knows the location of level 9, I just say from a knowledge standpoint, as Korea grumbles near the desert, old news, I just say by this point, I think Dave has a slightly, just based on the knowledge he has so far.
Yep, those silver arrowheads are worth value.
Now imasock looks like he's going to check the rest of this portion of Death Mountain. Going to bomb that cave. Let's see if he finds anything worthwhile. Does. He finds another Takenny cave, and he's going to pick up the potion. I like this move because, again, the second bombs plus likely out of play for both of these runners. Again, you need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts, so picking up that potion that's going to restore all of your health. I like this move by imasock.
Yeah, I don't even think we've seen the potion shop letters, so definitely a good pickup.
Definitely. And for all we know, the letter could be power bracelet blocking and not required to beat the sea, but you just never know if the letter is buried deep and if it's guarded by some kind of item. Oh, PanzerDave cannot take down the last head of that 3-headed Gliok, and he is down for the count. Back to start he goes.
It's a pretty nasty room to fight a Gliok in. Not much room to move around.
No, there really isn't. I mean, as good as of a player PanzerDave is, that's just a nasty room. I don't care who you are. And imasock finding level 2. And with that, we have found all of our levels.
Yeah, so it definitely should be a quick cleanup in terms of Triforces.
imasock.
PanzerDave back in level 6, still looking for that any key.
imasock picking up the 10 rupees, but no drop. Again, level 2, the item is on the ground. May have to full clear it, and hopefully for these runners' sake, it's not bunnies, and you can't be petting the bunnies, Sock. Back to start you go.
I'm going to be dreaming about bunnies tonight.
Why is that? Because of all the bunnies we've seen in the seed?
Yep. I think that's the 3rd or 4th level we've seen them in.
They might be the common enemy, because you know how there's enemies that appear in all dungeons, like, you know, Zoles and Keese, that might be the dominant enemy. That's the ones that predominate in all the dungeons. So you may be right. So far, we haven't seen our good friend Uncle Wizzy, so he's due, unfortunately.
I'm guessing Uncle Wizzy in level 9 guarding the bow.
Oh yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see Wizards in level 9 as well, because we haven't seen him in the overworld, as Sock does find the heart container. Now, whether or not that is the heart container that's in the shuffle, that remains to be seen. Okay, so Wizrobes were in level 4, so we have seen one of the dungeons where Wizrobes can be. But so far, well, there they are again. All we have to do, August, is talk about something and the situation presents itself, and that Wizrobe beam to the face means the end of Sock. Back to start he goes.
If only that worked when you were talking about Lotto.
Oh, I know, right?
Lotto tickets.
I wish. If I was a psychic and knowing what the lottery ticket numbers would be, I would be retired, and I would just do nothing but commentary, because I enjoy it.
Yeah, it sounds like the life to me.
Yeah. But as it is, we got to go to work, we got to do our job, and we got to move on. But I enjoy that too, so, hey, can't be complaining. Yep. Back to the race in hand.
Yep, coming back to speed gaming on our time off everybody else. Still digging level 6 on PanzerDave's side, as imasock still looking for the item out of 2.
He doesn't know it, but the magical key happens to be that item. It's Sock that knows that the any key is in level 6. That was the hint, again, we saw at Death Mountain. Sock trying to get the last item. Now he is praying, pleading to the RNG gods that the blue Wizrobe isn't the dominant enemy, but unfortunately, I think, just like PanzerDave, he's not going to get lucky. But he is going to get the Triforce out of level 2.
Yeah, PanzerDave getting a nice block clip past those blue danger noodles, but just finds the transport.
Does take him close to the Triforce, so we'll see if the item is nearby as he bombs to the east. Sock going back into level 2 to try to find the item here. Fortunately, he finds a tea room, so I guess he has no choice but to take that bomb hole he just created there. Oh no! We are ladder blocked out of that room. There's no possible way to get there without the ladder, so Dave's turn in level 6 is over.
Oh, and speaking of ladder, there you did it again, Laws. imasock finds the ladder out of 2.
All we have to do is talk about it, and the situation presents itself, and Sock finding the ladder. That is amazing stuff there, so Dave getting very unlucky, but Sock getting really lucky as the ladder was just there right for the taking. So a nice, efficient level 2 there for Sock.
Headed right into 3, and like I said earlier, he's just gonna knock these levels down left and right.
Dave checking the other raft spot, and it's just a part of Shame Shop, so nothing doing there for Dave. No docking fees this time for our runners.
And he's headed down the coast. We haven't seen this item yet.
We haven't. The item is the bow! So, the ladder is required in so many ways tonight, August.
Yep, definitely coming up ladder tonight. imasock taking a big lead with all the info that we know.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't know it, but imasock right now in a very good position at this moment. We find our small secret. That's pretty good, too. 13 rupees. So 13, 36, and 133. Yeah, I definitely like the money in this seat. You bet.
PanzerDave is in the forest. Might be headed over to level 7. Might be trying level 6 again.
So right now, imasock, yeah, it is a tough call. You better believe that. Dave going to check Vanilla level 2's location here, and he's going to find that it's an arrow shop. Now, he knows about the silver arrows, so he's not going to purchase the wood arrows. Or is he? No, he's going to purchase the meat.
Not a bad play. I don't think we've seen meat blocked.
Nope, and unfortunately, that is a drop room where that reverse C is. And, ooh, you want the Triforce? You gotta get through these 8 orange darkness. So we don't have the blue lagoon here, August. We have the orange lagoon. or the Red Lagoon.
Yeah,
Oh! Nice.
But that clock.
Oh, absolutely. And, oh, I think that was a Y-Force there, because I think imasock wanted to go through that shutter door, so that is definitely a 100% Y-Force there. Tough break for imasock. Does get him his third Tringle, but I don't think imasock is happy about that.
Yep, he's going to have to go back and clear all those darknets again.
Yeah, we'll say this much. I certainly didn't expect to see the Triforce spawn right there. I was expecting it to spawn in the middle. That was kind of off-center.
I don't know how all you guys keep track of the drop rooms and where the item drops in those rooms. It's nuts.
Speaking of items, PanzerDave just found the item in 33 rooms of pure madness, and all he found was a heart container. So, level 7, this is probably a Redbird approved level 7 considering what we have found. We have found our item in level 3, and it is the book, and Sock is going to avoid that like the plague. So his level 3 is done. So in actuality, that was actually a good Y-Force there for Sock because it actually led him in the right direction.
Sometimes you just get lucky.
Oh, you better believe it, August. As Sock is going to continue to explore Death Mountain here, but he's not going to find really much except, well, he's going to find a Bombs Plus, and unfortunately for him, he's going to find the wrong variety of Bombs Plus. There's a shop that he doesn't need, but he is going to buy a key.
Yep, and PanzerDave is also over here on Death Mountain. He'll stumble into level 2 hopefully pretty soon and pick up his ladder, and he'll have to play some catch up here.
And he gets his heart container too. He's up to 9 hearts, so he's 1 heart away from a shot at having the second bomb upgrade. imasock did make a purchase of a key there, which I definitely agree with. This has been a key star of seed. I mean, we know where the any key is, but how to get there is the question. We have a small secret for imasock up to 170.
Yep, and he's clearing out the rest of that mountain, which tells me he doesn't have all the locations to all the levels. I think he's missing level 1, actually.
And there is the second bomb, but unfortunately Sock now knows that is the magical sword requirement version, so I don't think imasock's going to be coming back there. You need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts.
Yep, shouldn't be making another Death Mountain play after he's cleared out level 2 already, so...
There's a door per penalty. Yep. I mean, we know level 1 is near start, and I'm sure imasock has to figure that he has not checked that part of the map yet. He's close.
Yep, it is one screen of our... Oh, sorry, one screen south of our starts.
Yep, but Sock will recoup some of the money he lost from door per penalties. He's up to 191. Dave now in level 3. He's not going to like what he's going to see, that the book is the item. Remember, he doesn't have the ladder yet either. But he's going to back out of level 3 and try to do this pirouette here to clear a room. Now Sock has found level 1, and he's going to find the raft, and he's going to find the wooden boomerang. He picks up the raft. Now remember, he knows the raft is not required. He may leave it on the ground. But if he does pick it up and checks the vanilla level 4 spot, he's going to get that hint about the silver arrows, but oh! imasock petting the bunny is too long in there, and he'll go back to start.
Yep, those bunnies aren't playing nice tonight.
They certainly aren't with Sock here, or either of our runners for that matters. Dave now has found level 2, and it's catch-up time now for Dave. He's going to find his ladder. Oddly enough, we're 34 minutes into the seed, and he still does not have a Triforce on the board. And August, getting the Triforce out of level 2 isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, because remember, there are a couple of Wiz Robes that he's going to have to deal with.
I don't think PanzerDave's too scared of Wizard Robe.
Nah. Still going to be a little bit of work, though, so... Sock now, just again, looking for the 2 items here. Now he's got 3 keys to his name, and it looks like he's going to try and clear these Poles' voices here. Oh, but he's got to be careful! He takes another hit, losing 2 hearts.
Speaking of hearts, Dave picking up the heart container out of level 2, bringing him up to 10.
So he has a 20% chance of picking up the bombs plus around here if he does find it. Again, it's not too far from where he is now, as Sock finds a heart container here in level 1. He's up to 9 hearts.
Chat making a good point. PanzerDave has done a lot of level digging, so he might get through these levels very, very quickly.
Well, absolutely. This is still anybody's game right now. Any kind of advantage imasock had, he's going to lose it in just a little bit, as Sock does pick up the raft. Now, he knows it's not required, but if he does make a play for the raft spot, he's going to find out about the silver arrows. So we'll see if he does make that play to level 4's raft location. Because if he does, he'll be glad he did.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to if he's missing any levels or not.
I don't think he's missing any levels at this point. He knows where level 9 is, and I'm pretty sure he knows where everything else is too, so he should be fine. And Sock wants no part of that Gleeok there. Again, he's looking for the staircase. He gets a clock. That's a good time for a clock for Dave, so... Well, there's a bomb upgrade. Oh, it's expensive, 118, and it is the standard upgrade. It's 4 extra bombs for imasock. Remember, he didn't get the bombs plus yet, so it's a little bit on the pricey side, but at least the bomb upgrade didn't go down, so it's standard.
Yep, never say no to more bombs. Unless you can't afford them. Oh, yikes.
And the Pole's voice is just giving Sock all kinds of trouble in this seed. Dave, meanwhile, taking a hit himself, but he does clear the last bunny there. Still looking for the item. Well, we found Zelda room, and it's not a pleasant Zelda room. Bubbles, Moblins, and Wizrobes abducting Zelda, taking her to level 9.
No princess to be found.
Sock is heading for the room of the Triforce now. Let's see if he decides to pick it up now. No, he's still looking for that second item. Unfortunately, he's not going to find it here. So, yeah, it's just one of those situations that, you know, Dave ended up exploring level 1 correctly, found his items quick, and imasock, well, it's going to end up being a full clear of level 1. But remember, Dave doesn't have the Triforce out of 1 yet.
If he was blocked either by a key or maybe a ladder, forget exactly what.
Now, Dave, looking at his map, I don't know if he has the ladder yet. He does have the ladder. Okay, he did pick up the ladder, so he just needs to get the Triforce out of here, and he'll be done. Yep, he's got the ladder on the board, as we see on his pause screen right now. So imasock still looking for that staircase, which he has just found. We'll see if he decides to pick up the wooden boomerang. At this stage of the game, he may decline it. We'll see.
Most likely, unless he's a loyal fan, and nope, he is not.
No, I kind of don't blame him. It's, again, boomerang's one of those items, even though it's very useful in swordless seeds, it's just like any other time. The longer it takes for you to find a boomerang, the less valuable it becomes, and in Sock's mind, it is depreciated fully, so he's not going to grab it. But he will get the Triforce out of level 1. That is number 3 on the board. Now, did Dave get the Triforce out of level 2, or did he back out again? I don't see anything marked.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Otherwise, he'd be entering in here with close to full health.
Oh, you're right about that. Yeah, so he did not take down that room. He's going back to level 3, so he might go back to level 2 afterwards when he's a little bit more prepared on the health side, because he knows the kind of room he's got to tackle to claim his prize. Sock, meanwhile, going back into level 8.
Yeah, we have not seen this since the very beginning of the seed. And I don't think imasock has visited the coast, so he still doesn't know where that bow is.
No. Now, Adaginos made a great point in chat. The reason why Dave couldn't get the Triforce, he was out of bombs. Now he's got 9. Now, key's still very much a factor for both of our runners. Both of them only have 2, and uh-oh! Unless there's a workaround, we potentially could be bow and arrow blocked, but it looks like there's a workaround.
Yep, 2 bomb holes.
he can't bomb to the west from here. Looks like he's going to take out these blue dart nuts, save on these bombs. 4 wand hits required, but got to be careful. Each time you get hit, you lose 2 hearts. Which he just did right there. Got to be careful. Dave in the orange lagoon room here. This is where he's going to get his Triforce. We'll see if he ends up getting Y-Force too. And no.
Nope, he avoids it, but he walks right into it anyway.
And he's going to pick it up. We'll see if he goes back for the item again. We know the item is the book, and you can bet there's going to be virtually no chance he grabs it. Now,
he might not, because he knows where the bow and the silver arrows are. So
exactly.
Like he's got that Tringle, and he's out of there.
Yeah, he feels he's in just about go mode. He knows he doesn't have to dig items. Now, I will say this much. Once Sock finds both items, if he's able to gain access to it, that is, once he finds both items, I can actually give him a full item recap at that point. We'll know what's in level 9.
Yep, the only thing I can see PanzerDave digging out is that any key out of level 6.
Okay, well, here's a staircase that's guarded by a blue Goma, which could potentially be problematic, because you do lose quite a bit of health when you run into a Goma, so you got to be careful here. He's able to get by.
Finds the red candle. Not the red item we're looking for.
Now, he's probably hoping for the red ring, but he's going to go ahead and pick it up, because with the red candle, it's another secondary weapon, and you can use the candle more than once. With the blue candle, you have to fire it once. If you want to use it again, you got to go to another screen. The red candle, fire it as many times as you'd like, as Dave gets his Triforce out of level 2, so he is starting to catch up in the Triforce department. I think Stock, this is still a very close race. Now, this potentially could be our second item here, but this also could be our transport staircase.
Like you said, anyone's game still, and just like that, Dave with 2 Triforces to his name, and the blue boomerang here in level 8. So how about that recap on our item?
Yep, as soon as I get this all squared away, I will give a full item recap, so stand by for that.
And with that, Dave is jumping into level 5. Already has the compass out of here.
Alright, so here is the full item recap of the seed, 42 minutes in. Level 1 has the raft and Lord Banana. Level 2 has the ladder. Level 3, the book. Level 4 has the silver arrows. Level 5, the recorder. Level 6, the magical key. Level 7, a heart container. Level 8 has the red candle and the magical boomerang. By process of elimination, we now know that the items in level 9 are going to be the red ring and the power bracelet. The Armo statue item is the wand, and the ladder item on the coast is the bow. As Dave gets his Triforce out of level 5, that's his third Triforce piece, but Sock gets the Triforce out of level 8, he's up to 4 pieces.
Maintaining his 1 Triforce lead at the moment.
Yeah, still anybody's game, though. So again, Sock has not checked the coast. He'll be delighted to find that the bow is there, as Dave is now going to make a play to get into level 4. He knows the silver arrows are here, so he's just going to look for the Triforce, look for that staircase, and make a breakaway.
Yep, he's routing things pretty efficiently, going from level 2 to level 3, level 5 to 4, and I'm guessing after 4 he's going to head down to level 1 and clear that out.
And unfortunately, Sock is not going to check the vanilla level 4 raft spot, and because of that, if Sock doesn't find the levels in the right order, if he doesn't play it out in the right order, he's going to be wasting a lot of valuable time digging out items and levels that he doesn't need to dig out.
Also burning some bushes, telling me he might be missing a lot.
He could be missing something. He does find the bombs plus. He'll get it.
Yeah. That might be what he was headed for.
I don't know about that, August. You may be right. He may be missing something on that map. He's going to lose 15 rupees. Dave has just found the silver arrows, and boy, what a room it's in. You got to push the block where all these spike traps are. Sock is approaching the right direction where he's going to find that bow. He is checking the coastal area, so he's going to get his bow not too long from now, provided he doesn't take a death.
Right, there's our potion shop letter.
Yep, but because he's already got a potion in hand, I doubt we're going to see potion prices on imasock's side. Now, Dave, I don't think, has the letter either, if I'm not mistaken. So, it doesn't look like we're going to find out what our potion prices are going to be tonight.
Not without a spoiler log.
Right. Well, speaking of spoilers, we are going to find out what that whistle tune is at the end. Sock is about to find that bow, and he'll gladly pick it up. So he's got the bow, he's got wooden arrows. So the only thing he's missing to be in go mode is the silver arrows. And again, the only thing stopping our runners at this point is if Dig Dogger is guarding a Triforce.
Well, you might have missed it. I think it was actually level 5, PanzerDave. There was a Triforce just sitting out on the floor with a Dig Dogger in.
Yep, but again, Dig Dogger not required, but there is a recorder in level 5, which Dave decided not to pursue. So right now he's banking on the fact that the recorder is not required to complete the C, but still we haven't found the Now we know where the Triforce is in level 6, but it was ladder block. We haven't seen the room. For all we know, there could be a Dig Dogger there. Sock going back into level 6, and he knows about the magical key being here, and that is one potential equalizer Sock could have against Dave going into level 9, because Dave only is sitting on 2 keys. If Sock can find this any key, and level 9 is one of those, ooh, but Troll Handler getting the best of PanzerDave here in level 4. Back to start he goes. That's a tough death to take.
Yep, they might do well to have grabbed that potion earlier.
Yeah, for sure. And now with the arrows and the bow equipped, imasock is going to make quick work of these bunnies here. Going to make these rooms much, much easier.
Now we can finally skewer their ears together, stick them to the walls.
Yep, imasock has plenty of bombs now. He knows where the Triforce is. Now, because he's got the ladder, he'll be able to dig out that Triforce, again, unless it happens to be guarded by a Dig Dogger. If that's the case, both of our runners are in trouble. But I would have to say Sock is in bigger trouble because Dave knows about the recorder. Sock doesn't.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Dave does now know where the Triforce is as he finds the compass in the Triforce room. Just needs to go one more screen to the north. And again, hopefully he is not blocked from it. Let's take a look. Just going to have to clear a couple of moblins and a bunny, and he'll get his Triforce. So nothing too menacing. And Dave will now get his 4th Triforce piece to tie up the score in that department.
And he didn't dig out a whole lot of level 8, but we know he's dug out most of level 1 and level 6.
That's correct. He just needs the Triforce out of level 1. He knows where the Triforce is in level 6. Now, he doesn't know where the Triforce is in level 7, but he does know where the Triforce is in level 8. So Dave is just going to clean up level 8. There's no need for him to explore items at this point. He just needs to grab the Triforce and get the heck out of there.
Might peek in looking for some jewelry, but that's about it.
Yep, again, he doesn't know it, but we know that the jewelry he would like to have is going to be in level 9. A funny thing, August, in spite of this being a big money seed, it doesn't look like either of our runners are committed to wanting to buy a blue ring, which would double their defense. That tells me right there that these runners are confident in their abilities.
Yeah, that's an important thing.
Oh, look at this! Ooh. August, Sock finds the any key at the best possible moment when he had no keys to his name.
That's the exact time you want to find that thing.
Unbelievable. So Sock, going to have the advantage of having all the keys in the world here. He just needs to get to the Triforce room, and he'll get his 5th Triforce. Dave, meanwhile, one room away from getting his Triforce. He just has to take out these blue dart nuts, and he will have his 5th Triforce. Sock is going to take the transport staircase, which will get him closer to that Triforce room. So this is a very close race. This very well could come down to the Great Equalizer itself.
I've been given that placement of that key in level 6. It's kind of in the opposite direction from the Triforce here. And I think Dave's already seen the way to get it. He was just unable to.
That is correct. As Sock does get his Triforce, it was not guarded by Dig Doggers. It was just a few ropes. Simultaneous Triforce pickup, so both of our runners now have 5 Tringles on the board.
Tringle high five.
Yep, so Dave needs 1, 6, and 7. Sock needs 4, 5, and 7.
And it looks like Dave is setting up to do the world wrap and pick up his bow.
Absolutely. Sock, meanwhile, maybe he doesn't know where one of the levels is. And I'm wondering if it's 7.
Did he get the hint about the desert? I hope so.
You would have think that if Sock knows where everything is, he would have made the plays now. He must not know.
Can't be too many spots left on his board.
No. I mean, he's on the right track. I don't think it's going to be a problem for Sock, but knowing this game, nothing would surprise me at this point, August. Dave having a little bit of trouble doing the screen scrolling. That P-Hat really giving him the business. And it's making things a little bit tougher than it normally would be for Dave. And now 2 P-Hats joining in the party.
Luckily, he is up to 11 hearts. Finally gets it.
Yep, so Dave does have his bow now. Sock is going to pick up a small secret. He's at 225 rupees. But he is looking for level 7. That's it. Sock doesn't know where level 7 is because he knows about 4 and 5. But he doesn't know where 7 is.
Looks like he's got a couple bomb spots up here. As Dave is jumping into level 6 again.
Yep, he's going to go back for the Triforce. Now, he only has 1 key left. Keys are really going to be a factor for Dave unless he makes a play for the item in level 6. I mean, obviously, he's in the kind of mode where he just wants the Triforce and move on to level 9. But those keys are going to come into play, August. There's no question in my mind.
Imasock is headed in the right direction. Oh no!
Okay, so he did know where levels. Okay, so maybe there's
4 or
another
5
level
then.
possibly another level he hasn't discovered yet. Then, so Sock knew where level 7 was.
So it actually could be both levels 4 and 5. Level 4 is in vanilla level 1, and level 5 is just northeast of that at the top of Candle Row.
You know, now that I think about it, August, I want to say he didn't check those spots.
Yep, I think you're right.
Sock gonna find some bombs in this room here again. He's just looking for the Triforce now. He may scour the item here in level 7, depending on how pot committed he is, because again, he's still looking for the silver arrows.
And chat is letting us know that Imasock was in level 5.
So that tells me right there he's not checked vanilla level 1 spot. That's where level 4 is. And it looks like Dave is going to come away with just the Triforce here at level 6, but he takes a death. And that's going to set Dave back a minute or so. So that's a tough death to take. That's a couple of bad deaths that Dave has taken so far in this match.
It might give him the time he needs to take stock of his key count.
Oh, it very well might. We'll see if that's one of those good deaths that's going to send him in the direction of where the item is in level 6. Dave with Sock with all the money in the world that Dave likewise, they're just going to shoot those silver arrows until Kingdom Come. Again, they're not worried about the jewelry of the blue ring. They're going to use that money and they're going to take down the Pole's Voices lickety split.
Yep, the silver arrow's doing 4 HP worth of damage.
Yep, wood arrows do 2 HP of damage, but it doesn't matter what kind of arrows you have. Any arrows are insta-kills of Pole's voices.
There we go with the hint for level 1 in case anyone missed it.
That's probably a hint Sock could have used half an hour ago.
And he finds a Gleeok in Ganon's room.
Dave going back to the transport staircase. It's going to take him near where the Triforce is. But again, unfortunately, that death doesn't reroute him to the direction of the any key. He's pod committed. He wants the Triforce, nothing else.
Well, let's see how many key doors are on level 9. How many bomb holes are workarounds. It's Dave with the Triforce, 2 to go.
Yep, Sock getting a heart container here in level 7. He's up to 11 hearts, which would be a 40% chance of picking up that second bomb upgrade. But with both runners being done with levels 2 and 3, neither of them are going to take a crack at it. No, sir. Sock getting trapped with this blue Goma here, and they take 3 hits with the wood arrows. Oh, nice cycle there. He takes him out. Very well done.
Very clean fight. Much cleaner than my Goma fight.
Oh, same here. I could never one-cycle a blue Goma like that. That was a good fight there from Sock. I just recently got done playing Second Quest, and let me tell you, my blue Goma fights, they leave more to be desired from me. Dave back in the same level 7, and there's our first Mugger room, and the good news is for these runners, the toll is either 1 max bomb or 2 keys. Because of imasock's situation where he's got 2 keys, he's got the any key, that acts as a free pass, so it's the old man that is out of luck. And Dave doesn't have 2 keys. If that room is required, Dave's in trouble. He'll have to spend a bomb.
I don't think we've seen the transport staircase. It's still a possibility you can work your way around it.
True, but
Definitely
more
could be a
importantly,
speed bump.
Sock finds the Triforce here in level 7. Now he knows where the Tringle is. The question is, will Sock look for the item, considering how much of level 7 he's explored so far?
Maybe. I just can't imagine that he thinks he needs anything else.
Oh, shoot! We
Oh.
find the vertical shoot room in level 7, not level 9, where we normally see it. And that was a big hint that imasock just received regarding the location of level 4.
Yep, can't be too many spots by a like left.
Nope. Now here's the staircase again. We haven't seen any staircases here in level 7. Maybe this is our item. Again, we know it is the heart container. Dave found it. No, this is transport. Dave found the heart container. Sock has not found it. This is going to take him all the way back north, and I think this is a stealth staircase. This looks like a stealth staircase to me. A complete dead end, a one-off. Yeah, he's turning back.
Hopefully that leads him just to pick up that Tringle.
Looks like he's pot committed at this point. He's explored so much of this level 7. He's going to look for that item, and he's going to be very disappointed when he sees it's the heart container.
PanzerDave is also here in level 7.
He's just looking for the Triforce because he's already found the item in level 7. So he's looking for the Triforce, but unfortunately, he's heading the wrong way. He needs to be in the southern portion of this map to get to where he needs to be. Now, at this point...
2 keys, though, so it's not too bad of an exploration.
Well, there's no way to get to that room. It looks like Sock has to take the long way to get to that Triforce. No free bombing in that room here. We find Ganon's room, and looks like the three-headed Gleeok abducted Ganon to send him to level 9. Here's the Triforce, free in the Triforce room. Well, chat, you know what to do about that. So I'm not going to pick it up. He's going to continue to explore. He does, yeah, he's invested. At this point, considering how much he has explored this level 7, is pot committed to finding the item, and again, he's not going to be happy when he finds it. Now, Dave is out of bombs. He's going to spend a key here. He's going to find a mugger room. Now, he's going to spend one of his bombs unless he you know, does the bombs. Ooh, he's going to up an A. He's going to up an A. Remember, he's out of bombs. Sock will grab the Triforce here in level 7, so that is going to be his 6th Triforce piece. Let's see if he goes back into level 7 to try to find the item. Again, he's still looking for the silver arrows. Let's see how invested Sock is in wanting to find this item. He's fully committed, August.
Yeah, he wants it. Only a handful of rooms left. And Dave did find it pretty quickly, if I remember.
It might have been this room. Not sure if Sock explored this room at all, and I'm thinking he didn't. Just needs to take care of the pancake. Yep, this is where the heart container was. So it was one room east of start. So that's basically what happens in Zelda Randomizer. All you have to do is take the wrong path to Albuquerque when you should have went to San Jose, and it ends up being those kind of level 7s. That's why people don't like level 7. 33 rooms, easy to get lost, easy to be a full clear.
Very, very apt Albuquerque, San Jose reference, considering all these wascally wabbit.
You better believe it. So, Sonic now heading in the right direction to where he needs to go to find level 4. And he has already discovered level 5. So, he's on his way, it looks like, as Dave gonna bomb to the south. He's able to bomb out from the south. Oh, but Sock taking a death one screen south and west of where he needs to be, or south and east of where he needs to go. At least it's not a long way to get back.
In response to chat, if you're surprised at Speed Gaming 5, just wait until you see Speed Gaming 6.
Oh, and Sock in trouble here, down to 1 heart. He's gonna... Can he get it there? He does. Okay. Close call there for Sock. It is a door for a penalty, but that's one more room, or one more screen he can cross off. Now he's gonna find level 4 right now.
There we go. Each runner with 2 Triforces left.
Now, good news for Dave. He is going to come out of level 7 a little bit to the good in his key situation. And he's going to find another key behind that Gibdo. Magical key was in level 6. Unfortunately, Dave missed it. So Dave is going to get the Triforce right here. And I just needs to get the Triforce out of level 1, and he'll be the first one eligible to go into level 9. So right now, the difference of this seed is basically the knowledge. That's why Dave's in the lead right now. He's got the knowledge that imasock doesn't have. He's going to get that Triforce 1, and he's going to be first to level 9.
Yeah, but imasock is definitely going to be very, very happy to pick up these silvers in here.
Absolutely, because then he just needs to get the Triforce out of 5. Won't have to dig out the item. He'll be ready to go as well. But so I'm having a little bit of trouble here in level 4. Again, we're looking for the trap room. And this is it. This is where his silver arrows are going to be.
I'm curious to see how many keys Dave is going to walk out of level 1 with.
Now, if he walks out with 4 keys, as he gets the compass, a very important compass for him, he's down to 3 now, but he's going to be back up to 4. It's spend a key, get a key. Dave's going to be in much better shape than I certainly thought he was going to be in. He's going to have 4 keys. That's still not a lot of keys, but I think it's enough that Dave's got a chance that he's not going to be blocked by keys.
Yep, he's going to have to be a little more careful. So if level 9 is very linear with key doors like up, 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 and then there's Ganon or, you know, the princess, that's going to give imasock an advantage. But otherwise, PanzerDave probably not in bad shape.
No, he's not in bad shape at all, and he will be the first to enter level 9. Sock knows where level 5 is. He just needs the Triforce. He knows where level 9 is. So, yeah, this is definitely a race, as Dave will be the first one to enter level 9. Sock in level 5. He knows where the Triforce is. He just has to get there. We got ourselves a race, folks. It is 64:53, the entry time for Dave, as he starts level 9. August, what are we looking for?
Well, we are looking for a couple things. We're listening primarily for the squeal of Ganon. Loud Piggy will let himself be known in a room north, south, east, or west of you. Possibly masked by the roar of a Patra, but not the biggest deal. With the wand and the skill of these runners, we can take down a Patra, no problem. In addition, we are looking for that shutter door. Prior to Ganon being defeated, that shutter door will remain closed even after the enemies in that room have been defeated. After Ganon has been defeated, that shutter door will swing wide open, enemies or no enemies. In addition, we are looking for a couple hints. The location of the princess, the location of the pig, the enemy type that guards the compass, and what's the third hint? The location of the silver arrows, which we already have. So we'll get 3 of those for if they aren't eaten up by the bait block or a mugger.
We've only seen one mugger room, and we have not seen the bait block yet. So yeah, it's very possible that either or both of those things could take away some of our hints. Now, hold on to your hats, folks. The entry time for PanzerDave, remember, was 64:53. imasock's entry time is 65:42. It's a 49-second head start for Dave. That is all he has. And oh my goodness gracious, a shoot room. Is that a horizontal shoot room in level 9? You don't see that very often.
With the Patra.
And guess what? We just saw the bait block in level 9. There's a hint down the drain for these runners.
But imasock purchased that hint or that meat earlier.
Yeah, chances are it's not going to be required. There's likely a workaround, but if bait somehow is required, Dave's in big, big trouble. But ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon. We are looking for 8 hits to take down the bacon, but again, with no ring, High Roll Driver is going to cost him 4 hearts. There's 3, and he just took a High Roll Driver. He just took another High Roll Driver. But he's got a stun lock. No, he just lost it. He's got 6, 7. Down goes Ganon. We've got bacon. Dave will get the Triforce of Power. So now all Dave needs to do is find a shutter door that automatically opens. And key deficiency and all, Dave is going to be a winner in this race. It is anybody's game. And imasock is not far from Ganon's room.
Let us see how well Princess Zelda plays hide and seek tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Sock is very close to being able to get into Ganon's room here. He can hear the roar. But can he get there from where he currently is? Looks like it.
And yep, here's Ganon number 2.
Not quite. He's got to go one more room, I think.
That dark room threw me off.
Yep, and one more time. Here's Ganon. Again, looking for 8 hits, but a High Roll Driver is going to cost him 4 hearts. Be very careful. Need 8 hits. He's down to 4.5 hearts. But remember, he's got his potion, but now he cannot take... Yeah, he's going to play it safe. He knows he's in a dogfight with Dave right now. He cannot afford to take a death. At this late stage of the game, he is looking to get the stun lock on Ganon right here, right now. There's one, but he can't get the stun lock here. Dave looking for the way to get to Zelda's room. He's looking for that shutter door that's going to automatically open. It is really anybody's game. Takes him to the northeast. He's looking for the compass or maybe a hint to where Zelda is. Remember, he's down to 2 keys. Sock has no choice but to burn his second potion. And now it's all or nothing here for imasock. He's going to get his silver arrows ready.
Yep, he's got 1 or 2 more hits left.
Well, we'll see. Can he get the stun lock? He does, but loses them again. There it is. Down goes Ganon. Another Triforce of the Power. And folks, the race to the princess is on. Or in imasock's case, the race to Link. Here's a shutter door, but it doesn't automatically open, so the race is still on. Anybody's game here in level 9.
Yep, and Dave's still on 3 keys, so hasn't had to spend much.
Now, one thing I do want to point out, August, is sometimes when you're deficient on keys, sometimes it routes you to the way you need to go, because then you're going to take doors. You're going to take all the doors when you have the any key, but when you don't have as many keys as PanzerDave does, sometimes that can route you to the right direction. We've seen that happen countless times. But sometimes it is one of those level 9s where you actually need to go through the locked doors. And unfortunately for imasock, he gets absolutely the hint he did not want to see about the silver arrows being elsewhere. Both of our runners having the silvers, which were in level 4. Double shutter door room, that's not going to do Dave any good.
And look at that, more bunnies here in level 9.
Yep, and both of these runners are very close to each other. They're both in the northwest of the skull. Here's a shutter door, but it doesn't automatically open for Sock either. Where could the princess be?
Looks like Sock was thinking that bunnies guard the compass.
And another shutter door, but another red herring for Dave. That's not where Zelda is either. Of course, it ended up being a double shutter door room anyways, but here's another double shutter door room, so another red herring. There's the shutter door! Dave has found it! And Dave is going to win in an incredible finish here in level 9. Get your GGs out for Dave. It's his first win of the Swiss rounds. Boy, what a match.
And it looks like imasock is just moments away from finding that same room.
Oh, absolutely. And quadruple fairies on Sock's side here. My goodness gracious, a nice display of fireworks. But yeah, he's about to see it. Couple more rooms he's got to go through, and he'll find Zelda as well, or in his case, Link. Oh my goodness gracious. What a race between Dave and Sock. But the one difference that it boiled down to, August, was the knowledge that Dave had.
Yep, finding that raft early, checking that raft spot, getting that hint, big help for PanzerDave.
Unfortunately for Sock, heading in the wrong direction where he needs to be to rescue Link. We do have our winner, PanzerDave, here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, it came down to the wire, my friend. The difference between you and Sock going into level 9, Dave, you had the lead by 49 seconds.
This was just a dumb seed. Like, if you miss ladder early, you spent your entire time backtracking around everywhere.
Well, speaking of tracking and backtracking and digging and whatnot, the one thing that propelled you to victory was you going to the level 4 raft spot and buying those hints. Sock never made a play for that because he found the other hint shop, which was in Death Mountain, and one of the hints told him that sail not to save the princess, and that led him astray from that vanilla level 4 spot. If he finds that spot, I think he wins this race. Your knowledge advantage gave you the victory in this seed.
Oh, is he in 9, I take it, then, with silvers?
Yep, and Ganon down already. He's just looking for a Link, and he was very close to finding the room. You were both on the right track, but unfortunately, the paths diverged at that point. Now he's far away from...
that Patra scared me into finding Zelda. Because I wasn't killing it. I just said, no, we're going to go around it. Oh,
and
man.
no one wants to tangle with Patra Wayne, that's for sure. And despite the fact that this was a big money seed, Blue Ring was not in the cards for either one of you. Beast awaits in southwest of Skull. That's again the hint imasock didn't want to see. And the third hint, of course, ended up being replaced by that darn bait block. So he's not going to find out where Zelda is, or Link is in his case.
Oh, man. I was even thinking, oh, maybe the way the seed started, I was like, I'm going to get trolled by bait.
Bait ended up not being required, and the key situation didn't end up being required for you either. This was, and I think the same thing happened that happens to a lot of runners who are a deficiency on keys in level 9. Sometimes, and I think it happens more often than that, Dave, when you're deficient on keys, sometimes it routes you to the right direction.
Yes, absolutely it does. Like, you're willing to take more twists and turns, and, like, I don't know where anything was.
Well, we know where everything was. So, level 8 had the red candle and the magical boomerang. The item that you probably wanted was the magical key, which ended up being in level 6, which Sock did get, might I add. He knew about it because of the hints.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not digging for it. If I find it, wonderful. If not, I felt I was too far behind, and I really was.
It was close the whole way. Neither one of you led or trailed, vastly, as Sock does find the path to Link's room. Shutter door opens. Get your GGs out for Sock. Put up a very competitive fight. A difference of about 4 minutes between these two runners. But I'll tell you what, it could have been even closer than that. It could have been less than a minute if Sock would have routed the way you did. It was a great race between you two. So give it up for both these runners. Make sure you give them both a follow. They were tremendous tonight.
Yeah, this seed was just one of those ones where you just want to honestly cry. The wand was free. That was about the only exciting thing in that entire fiasco was wand's free, ladders in 2, but everything else was just not fun.
Yep. Yeah, at least the wand was free, and at least it was a big money seed, too, so there was that.
I'd never even... I saw one large secret and a couple mediums, and that was about it.
We also have Sock here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, very, very close race between you and PanzerDave. It came down to level 9. The difference between your entry and Dave's entry was 49 seconds. But the one thing, in my opinion, that decided this seed, the hint that you got regarding that the raft wasn't required, actually led you away from the other hint shop, which had the hint about where the silver arrows were, and that could have cut down your dungeon exploration, and this might have been a different result.
Yeah, probably. I was anticipating that it was going to be in level 9 with the red ring, just like the other night there was a race that had silvers and red ring in 9 as well, and I was like, well, here we go again.
Well, the red ring did end up being in level 9, but it was with the power bracelet, which obviously wasn't required either because you got that hint regarding the no feat of strength. But yeah, that hint that told you sail not to save the princess, unfortunately, led you astray from the level 4 raft spot, and turns out that spot had the other hint shop, which would have told you where the silvers were in level 4.
I thought about checking those spots, but decided that with how garbage my 20-minute or first 20 minutes of the seed were, that I couldn't afford to waste any time.
Oh, Sock, mine was the same way. It was awful. Like, I didn't find one until 20 minutes in. I'm like, and then ladder was my last item in my last dungeon to find.
Yeah, I found one around, I don't know, 25 minutes or so, which wasn't bad, but I got the hint for 2, I can't remember in which dungeon it was.
5.
It might have been, it was 5, yeah. And because I just popped my head into 5 for a few minutes to see what I could find. And then once I found 3 close to Death Mountain, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stick around here and see if I can find level 2. And sure enough, I did. So I think the ladder was actually my very first item.
Yeah, you were the first to find the ladder, Sock, and it looked like that at that point you might have had a chance to take an advantage into this race. But again, the knowledge that Dave had, once he got the silver arrows and once he knew about the bow being the ladder item on the coast, it was just Triforce, get out of here. Triforce, get out of here. And unfortunately, Sock, you didn't have that luxury because you didn't know where the silver arrows were.
Yeah, and I spent a huge amount of time in level 7. I think I only missed 1 room, so that was another huge mistake. But I mean, it's what are you gonna do? I didn't know what was. I figured if silvers were in 7, then I was in, at least decent shape because 7 would have been a nightmare to explore either way. But
7's item was 1 room to the right of start.
Yeah, he knew it after the fact because he full cleared the rest of level 7 after he grabbed the Triforce. Checked the 1 room east. That's where the reverse C was. That's where the heart container was. Maybe if you check that first, you save some time in level 7. Who knows what might happen then?
There was no saving time in 7.
No,
it was
7.
Just such a maze.
7 was a nightmare, as it usually is, which is why I give it the nickname 33 Rooms of Pure Torture, because, let's face it, it's always torturous, and very seldomly is it free.
7 was bad. 6 was bad.
6 was bad, too. No great shakes either.
9 was just Mm.
Mine was, I'd say, just based off how much time it took you had about a 6-minute level 9. Yours was about 9 minutes, imasock. So I'd say level 9 was on the tame side, considering what we've seen in the past.
No, I had a key issue the entire seed. I had bomb issues. I felt like I was in such bad shape the entire thing. Like, the only saving grace I have, I don't know if you all know, I don't think you can see it. My tracker has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots unexplored.
Wow, that's some of the smallest Hyrule exploration I've ever heard of. That's amazing.
I avoided in the entire Dead Woods. I avoided, with the exception of 8, I avoided the grave. I avoided everything past level 2 on West Death Mountain. I avoided level 5 Lost Hills minus the Armus where the wand was. I avoided South Coast. I avoided a lot.
I think I had everything except the 2 Rav spots and the power bracelet spots.
No.
Obviously, power bracelet not being required. Who knows what's there? It doesn't really matter at this point. But very competitive race between you two. Neither of you really pulled away at any time. You guys stuck close to the very end.
It was definitely a good race. I'm just going to, if Adaginos is watching, I'm going to roll his tournament seed next time.
Uh-oh, shots fired.
Oh!
It's not a shot fired. He's going to have a 2-hour seed.
Hey, as long as it's... Hey, Adaginos, you could roll seeds anytime. It was a big money seed. I definitely approved of it, so keep up the good work.
There was that. Well, I didn't find any shops. I didn't find any money. There was just... All I found were dungeons and old men that took money.
The shops were in the Dead Woods area. I think that's where both of the bomb shops were.
Oh, yeah, the bombs were... Yeah, I think the bomb shop might have been the rare shop, and it was 16 rupees.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one in the far bottom left corner, and then there was the first bush you could burn from the start direction also had a bomb shop, so...
Of course.
I anticipate that the other bomb shops were under the because I don't think it could be the rare if there was 2, but I'm assuming they were under the power bracelet spots, which neither of us would have bothered to check or been able to check unless we.
I was about to say, unless we went in 9 and just said we're done with 9 and we want to explore Hyrule.
Yep.
I must say, all 3 of you in your 3 races so far in the tournament have all been very close. I mean, Dave, you had that 28-second gut wrencher in week 2, and then both of you have had like small gaps between first and second in the other races as well. So you guys have been competitive all 3 weeks so far. I mean, the fact that you're only 1 and 2, Dave, and Sock, you're 0 and 3. I mean, you guys are really, really good players. It's just you've run into a little bit of bad luck here, but as you know, all of our runners make it to the bracket stages.
And it's randomizer. What can you do?
Exactly, Dave. Anybody can win at any given time, as I mentioned at the start of the show.
Yeah, Rooslugs, he's a wonderful player. He beat me by 5 minutes, but we're talking about a 46 and 51 minute seed.
Yep, and we've had a few sub hours not win so far in the tournament, and I think that's just a testament, Dave, to how much talent we have in this crop of runners for this tournament.
Yeah, there's everybody's capable of winning, and you know, somebody's got to go 0 and whatever, but you know, that's not saying their skill is lower than others. It's just, my goodness, like Saber's gonna run against somebody, and then you know, I run against people that you know find things or randomize better than I do, and it happens.
By the way, I apologize, everybody. It appears I have made a big-time oversight. The fastest time is not by Rooslugs anymore. We had a faster time last week by Mr. Antlers here. He had a 45.55, so he beat it by 6 seconds.
Wow.
Oh man, it just shows you that the randomizer can do whatever the heck it wants.
It sure can. But guys, GG to the both of you. I know you're both going to be dangerous when we get to the bracket stages. You guys were amazing tonight. Very close race, very competitive throughout. And hey, any final thoughts? Any other questions, August?
No, just wish y'all the best luck in the future.
We'll need it. Dear God, this randomizer.
Well, absolutely. Randomizer, you need some skill, but it always takes a little bit of luck to win sometimes as well. So, guys, GG again to the both of you. A very exciting race, very competitive race. And, again, we wish you the best of luck in week 4.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
Dave.
Thank you for doing this. GG's sock, or not a sock on my screen.
All right, so folks, that is going to do it here on Speed Gaming 5. A very exciting race coming to a close. August, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
Just make sure if you aren't following Speed Gaming's 6+ channels, you should be doing that, as well as our racers. Thanks to our restreamer here tonight, our tracker behind the scenes, Bel Morte. And yeah, it's been a blast commentating.
Yeah, it's been a blast commentating with you as well as always, August. So thank you very much. And before we leave, I do want to point out we have 3 races slated for tomorrow night. Starting with Liquid Husband and Ryan 7, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then it's going to be Mr. Dunlow and Rad Plaid Dad at 10 p.m. Eastern. And finally, to wrap things up, Angry Larry and Zarnix42 at 11 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you check the Google Doc that we have for the ABNS tournament to find out which Speed Gaming channel those 3 races are going to be on. So, on behalf of our 2 runners tonight, imasock and PanzerDave, for everybody here on our Speed Gaming family of networks, for our tracker, Petite Morte 1979, and for my commentator partner, August 40th, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. Have yourselves a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again tomorrow night. So long, everybody.